Well, we are caught between this little moment for yes, here we are. Hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Wednesday means it's time for stamping through my stash. My name is Jackie Vandersar Boot. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 20 years now, both in Canada and just for a few years in Europe. So I travel between the two countries because I have lots of love on both sides of the ocean. And I'm still in Canada here for another week. Next week, Tuesday night, I fly back to be with Gerard. But today, I want to share with you a really fun card. The people who were at my card making class at the Fergus Library on Monday have the pieces. So all they need to do is make the base, which I showed them how to do. And that's where we're going to start today. So let's take a look. Here we go. So here are the supplies that you need. You need a piece of white that's 3 by 3, a piece of Pool Party 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and 2 pieces of designer series paper that are 3 inches by 4 inches. Now, the reason Stampin' Up! Calls their paper designer series paper, or short form DSP, you'll hear people say DSP all the time, that's Stampin' Up! Language. They actually have in-house designers who design their paper, who draw, and yeah, so it's really beautiful, and it's fun. It's fun paper. So this is part of the North Pole delivery paper. I'll show you a bit more of it. This bear with the presents on his back comes from that, and so does this guy, and so does this dog, and there's all kinds of other die cuts. So this paper comes with 2 sheets of die cuts, and I took them all out. I've got a whole little pile, so you could create all kinds of fun things. I think this would be great with grandkids to do too. It also comes with cute little houses. I don't have many left because we had fun with this at the library. I love libraries, by the way. I am a book addict. So to make cards in a library is just a dream come true for me. So every time I come to Fergus to visit my mom, I'm going to try to do a class at the library if I can arrange it ahead of time. Okay, so let's put all this away. Oh, I want the dog. I think I'm going to use the dog for my card. Okay. So what you need is a 4 1/4 inch piece of thick white cardstock, 4 1/4 by 11. So I have a piece here. We're scoring it at 5 1/2, and then we're scoring it at 8 7/8. That's 2 eyelashes before the 9 inches, okay? And the reason is if it folds back, then it's perfect for where's my little square? Here. This is the trick. It's a trompe l'oeil. See, this is gonna go on here. And I'm gonna show you before we cut it. See, so this is what it's gonna happen. It's gonna be like this. So if you fold it flat, we're cutting off these 2 little triangles. Then we fold this back, we lay this on top, and then we put the Pool Party piece on there. And then you've got what looks like a really fancy card that people think, how did you do that? So let's get started. Are you excited about this card? I am too. I absolutely am. And you know what I'm even more excited about? St. Jacob's retreat for next year is sold out, people. How amazing is that? It's a whole year ahead and it's already sold out. I'm so happy because I really don't like marketing. So now I don't have to market. I can just look forward to it and maybe plan another event. So if you know of any great locations to hold a retreat, let me know. I am willing to travel. I would love to duplicate this for more people to have more fun. All right, let me just have a look-see. Hello, Ali. Hello, Linda. So nice to have you here. Okay, the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer comes with 2 blades. There's the light gray one that scores, and there's the dark gray one that cuts. Okay, it comes with inches and centimeters. So we're going to 5 1/2 inches. I haven't made this card in metric, but if you go to 14.85, then you'd be cutting yours in half too. Okay, so here we're going to score. And then the trimmer also has an arm that comes out, okay? And we want to go to 8 7/8. So that's all the way up to here, okay? And then we're going to score. And now we're going to use our pencil. We're going to mark the halfway point, which is 2 1/8. Okay, so I'm going to 2 1/8, and then I'm going to mark it right here. And then because this is white on white, I'm also going to mark it here on the score line so that you can see better. Here and here. Oops, that's not dark enough. There. Now we're going to take those two pencil marks, this one at the top at the score line, and then the one at the middle point, and we're making sure that those are both in the trough. And we're going to cut. There. Now we're going to line it up again. And if I did it right, it should be able to go straight line here so that it's a right angle, and it looks pretty good. So there we go. And cut. See, now we have our angle. Isn't that so cool? So now we're going to fold on the 5.5 inch score line. Let's move the paper trimmer out of the way. We don't need it anymore. That's the only difficult part, and it's not that hard. So we're going to take, you can take a bone folder or you can take your block and just press it down, fold that point back, go like so. And now we're going to take our two pieces of designer series paper. They're 3 inches by 4 inches. One is going to go here, and the other one is going to go over here. You could also use this side if you like, but I find that a little bit tame. That's okay. We can lay them like that. We'll just let that sit for a minute. Now I have to find my pieces. Here we go. We're going to, you could step this up by running this through an embossing folder, and I might do that later and I'll show you a different card. But for today, we're going to take it easy. We're going to be zen. And this is two-tone cardstock, so you can go with the dark or the light. I want the dark up, okay? I'm back to doing live videos, Gerard, indeed. I did not dare to go live on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I just didn't want to mess it up. I might try again later and do it on both, because there's a really cool die that goes with this as well. And you know what, I was so excited about my card that I forgot to stamp through my stash. I will do that. Hopefully I won't forget. So what that means is I'm going to ink up all the stamps, which I haven't even shown you this stamp set. Look at this. Here it is. Jolly Delivery. So it has 4 creatures. It has a present. It has a little compass. It has a mailbox, 4 letters, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sayings and little paw prints. So it's a great stamp set for lots of fun. You can see I've used the sayings. They're red because I use them with, and I use the delivery. Then there's dies, and then there is also this big die, the present die. So maybe I will do another video and I'll go live to YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Hi Carl, good to see you. But for today I'm just going to stamp all the stamps in a minute, okay? So we're going to take this piece and it's going to go on here. So what I want to do, I'm going to do this. No, that doesn't make any sense. Think, Jackie, that doesn't work. I only want half of it, so I'm just going to do a little pencil mark. I just want glue on half. Okay? There. Because otherwise, I'm going to glue my card shut. So glue on half of this diamond, and don't go too close to the edge, or it will ooze out. Okay? You don't want oozing. Nobody likes oozing. So I'm going to trust myself, and I'm going to put this on here. And what happens is that both the points will come right to the bottom here. And with the liquid adhesive, you can move it around a little bit. Okay, that's perfect. So now we're going to pop up our little dog. I'm leaving this, I'm not putting the pattern paper on yet because we want to decide what we like the best. This guy's going to get popped up. So far we have done no stamping, but we will, don't worry. The die cuts are not as heavy duty as I would like, I'm not going to lie. It's more like paper, it's pattern paper, than cardstock. So put lots of dimensionals on. The good news about that is that it weighs less for mailing. I'm hoping that Canada Post gets their act together and doesn't stay on strike for too long. What do you guys think of my St. Jacob's bag? You could see it in the background, so take a look at it later and tell me what you think. I'm going to move him over a little bit like so that I can put my saying on this side. All right, so now see how the pattern paper is like that? This does look nice. And what do you think about this? See, this brings out more of the different colors. I kind of like this better with the parcels. I've already said that. I'm not even giving you a chance to vote. But if you think I'm wrong, you could also, instead of this, do, let's see, if you did it like that with the trucks, and then like with the red here, that would look cool. Maybe we should do that. Yeah, with the animals driving the trucks. That's kind of fun. Okay, we're going to do something different. I like that. Okay, let me just have a look. We should zoom in a little bit. Let's see. See, so here you can see the animals driving the trucks. This is just a fun card to send to people that have pets, people that are children at heart, or your grandkids. It's nice to have something to make you smile. Okay, we're going to do that. So this was the more tame arrangement. This is the tamest arrangement here, like this. And then this makes it a little bit more fun with the pattern paper. So you could use this same card recipe and just, you know how we get bored if we make the same card? Well, here you can switch it up with different animals, different paper. And so you could make the same card, but make it look totally different. Okay, let's do it. And then I'll make another one and I'll post the pictures all side by side and you can vote on your favorite card. How much fun is that? Please share this video if you like it, whether you're watching it on Facebook or on YouTube. Your sharing helps me so much. It spreads the word, and it's a small business and it always needs help. Small businesses always need word of mouth advertising, because we don't have big budgets to advertise on the radio and TV and billboards and all those other things. So you guys are the advertising. So I'm just going to move this like so, and then here. It's not perfectly, we could have made this a little bit bigger, but if I cut it at 3 by 4, I don't waste any paper, and you don't really see it when this opens up. See? So that's just, I'm just trying to save you paper so that your paper goes further. So now all we need to do is stamp a sentiment. So let's get our stamp set out and our paper. And please tell everybody where you're from. I think I left, this is a totally change of topic here. As in Dutch you would say, van de hak op de tak. I forgot some blocks on my table, and I think they got mixed up with someone else's. So if you find that you have about 4 or 5 extra acrylic blocks, please let me know. And I would love to get them back, even if it's next year at the next year's St. Jacob's event. I'm going to do, this is the one I want for our card, so I'm going to do that first. So lay it down flat, pick it up with your block. I have to find some red ink. Red ink is our messiest ink. It's the ink that's the easiest to get on your fingers. I'm just not going to lie about that. So a light tap, tap, tap. You don't have to press hard into your ink pad. A light tap, tap, and then I'm just going to stamp it near the top. I'm going to stand up. And then let it sit for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I'm going to cut it right away and finish off the card so I don't forget. So I'm just going to put it in my paper trimmer. And when you're using your paper trimmer and you're cutting narrow pieces, do that on the right side of your trimmer. So I'm going to go to the 5/8 mark. Yeah, 5/8 is perfect. I could even have done it smaller. I like a skinny strip, but let's just cut this here. And I'm going to see if I can make it a little skinnier. Lay it here. I did it. I did it. I did it. Let's see if we can do it again. So when you're cutting a skinny strip, what you need to do, you can line it up with these lines here, is you want to press down on this side of the trimmer because that holds your paper in place. See, now I've got a nice skinny strip. I love that. Isn't that cute? Okay, let me see if I can find my scissors. Yep. Oh, I said yes too soon. I must have put them away. One sec. Oh no, they're right here in front of my face. Do you ever have that what you're looking for is right in front of you and you don't see it? Yeah, that's normal behavior. Okay, so we're going to turn this into a banner. I'm going to trim this a little bit more here and make them about even on either side. Then you cut down the middle. If you rest the paper on your fingers and then the scissors on your fingers, it gives you some stability. So cut down the middle and then cut from the corner to the middle. There. and then the other side. So basically my fingers are creating a little table. We're going to do it again. Cut down the middle, and then cut from the corner to the middle. And then you don't need an expensive punch. This works. And if it's not 100% perfect, that's okay too. So now I want to put this here. And so all I'm going to do is, I'm just going to eyeball that. I'm just going to put adhesive on this little piece here. That little, I don't know if you can see my line, it's very light. There. Turn it over. And here we go. I could have popped it up too, but look, see, here now we have our card. Merry Christmas and happy wishes, and then we open it up, and then I'm going to take this off. My cleaner is not readily available. I should make it readily available, right? Don't be lazy, Jackie. One sec. Oh. You know what? I haven't put it back in its right place yet because I'm not completely unpacked from St. Jacobs, so I'm not being lazy, just can't quite locate my cleaner just yet. So we're going to take this saying, it's another red one. So I have stamped this, I have inked this already because I did this card, I showed it at the library. Tap, 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 gentle. And there's a little line here, but that's okay. We'll stamp right over top of it. Hoping this Christmas is the most magical yet. How much fun is that? Isn't that a cute card? Okay, here's the other one. And there's the bear. So there's the bear, there's the dog. This would be a great gift too. Okay, let's do the rest of the stamps so that I'm actually, oh look, see, I told you. I was moving the ink pad. Here. It's a holly berry now. Let's see, let's peel that off. I will have some work to do afterwards. So none of these have seen ink, and I need a bigger block for my bear. So this bear also gets cut with the die. I'm just going to lay it down. Oh yeah, and the best trick with your new stamps, someone else told me at St. Jacobs that this really works, is to rub it on your hand. Rub it on your hand and all the oils from the manufacturer will go off. Let me get another ink pad. Did you hear that little tune? That was my washing machine telling me it's done. Okay, so here we go. I should zoom out, okay? So you guys can see a little bit more. You can see my messy desk. Actually, my desk isn't very messy. Not at all. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. And I think I might be on. My desk is made out of slabs of wood, so it's not all perfect. Oh, that's cute, but I moved it a little bit. That's a drunken dog. There's a normal dog. How cute is that? So you can dress up his little coat. You could paper piece with that, stamp the dog again on pattern paper, and then cut out a little coat for him. Okay, this is another fun one. Let me just clean it on my hand. Look at this. And, oop, the bear just went flying. That's one stamp, 4 little envelopes, and then here's the die to go with it. So one die and one stamp, and you get 4 cute little envelopes to use as little embellishments. So that's fun. Then we have the mailbox. And the mailbox really shouldn't be brown, should it? I'm going to stamp off. And gasp, I stamped again and I didn't clean it. There, cute little red mailbox. And what's next? We've got a little dog that looks like he's begging. Clean it on my hand. Oh, it actually worked. I thought I hesitated. If you hesitate and touch your paper and then stamp again, you will have 2 dogs. That is not what you want sometimes. Okay, now here we have another fun dog. He's running and he's got some antlers on his head. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a cat. Oh goodness, sorry for the insult, cat. So we've got cats and dogs, which is fun. Then we have a little North Pole seal. That's fun to put on the back of your envelope. And I want to see if I can fit this there. He's not going to fit on my block, and I don't think I have a bigger block. Let's see. I'm going to try it this way. If it doesn't, yeah, you know what? That just works. And here we go. The animals really look happy. I'm really pleased. Oh, I didn't do that very well. You know what? There's a dip in my desk there. That's why. There we go. That's better. Okay, now let's get the rest of the words that I didn't use yet. We've got this one. And I did that wrong. You saw that I laid that on my block. I should not have done that. You should lay it on your table and then put it on your block. And I should probably clean my block too, but that's okay. There's another one. I'm going to see if I can get them all on the same block and not upside down. Oh, this one's really small. Okay. Now tell me, would you buy this stamp set? Is this something that you think is nice? That's one of the fun things. I did not put this stamp set out at my St. Jacob's event because I was afraid I would pack it wrongly and then I wouldn't be able to find it for my class. So this one wasn't out for use, but all my other stamps were. And it's fun because I call it my try before you buy, because some stamp sets you think, well, I'll only use that for a few cards. So I suggest always to find a Stampin' Buddy, and that way you each buy different stamp sets and you stamp together. You share. Double your dollar. Okay, now I'm going to turn my block around. I don't think I can get them all on there. We'll see if I got any upside down, and I think I'm going to try to put this one at the top. It might be crooked. Okay, let's see. From me to you, sending merry tidings, special delivery from here to there, from the North Pole. How much fun is that? Then I have two more little stamps. I don't want to take these all off the block, so I'm going to grab another block. Here we go. And, oh, this is cute. So here we have a little present and we have the little paws. And what you can do with the paws, of course, is this. So you can go, look at the ink everywhere, eh? Like so. And then if you want it, I'm not doing it, I don't have them going the right way, but then you can go, see that they kind of fade away, just like when you have dirty feet and it's first it's dark and then it goes lighter, lighter, lighter. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. I'm going to go back here and then look in the background. You see my St. Jacob's bag right over behind me? Yeah. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching with me today. Hello, Anna. So nice to see you. Hi, Pam. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Karen, Kate, Lori, Bonnie. So nice to see you. Linda, Ali, Jennifer, Rose, Lori. I think I got you all. It's wonderful to have you here. It's a beautiful fall day here. I'm enjoying my last week in Canada. You know, take time and pay attention to the beauty all around you. It's amazing, it's breathtaking, and it's just waiting to be discovered. But sometimes we get too busy and we miss out. So take an example from my dear mama, who takes such joy in the little things. You know, if you don't take joy in the little things, you miss out on a lot, because most of life is little things. So happy stamping today, and let me know if you want to join my team either in Canada or in the Netherlands, because I have a very special bonus offer for you that is sanctioned by Stampin' Up, because we are not allowed to add bonus stuff to a starter kit offer. This starter kit offer is amazing. It's the best they've ever had. So message me if you're interested. I would love to have you on my team. I have a team retreat next May 1st to 3rd at the Springhouse Retreat in New Hamburg. So we do wonderful things. I have an amazing team. You will feel like you're basking in an ocean of love, just surrounded by warm hugs all around. All right, take care. Bye. Let me get back to my Facebook so I can end this thing. There we go.